the conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him.
I may have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Waludas.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave, as did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waludas must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual detail. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map? The Kingdom of Walud claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvair War of Independence in 849, ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Walud shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Walud? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waluda standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the Royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the Royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw. Especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
Well, someone looks pleased with himself. It's true what I'm hearing, then?
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true. Kupka is dead.
No more looking over our shoulders, then. Good. I'm starting to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head, though.
Ah, Clive. Have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
No. To share mine, actually. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Oh, my. Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying. He is. The big baby.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive.
Hippocrates, I need to know what he is.
Alas, not even the sort of conspicuous...
But I saw him. With my own...
Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, but until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you.
Thanks to Sid. The man.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Kupka is dead.
This is under a new Sid.
I'll try to live up to the name. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
You barely sat down since you came home. Just spreading the word.
So, the Professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing, not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
You're right. I should. And I will.
Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tongs down in that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Very well. I'll suggest it.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. All yours. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Some help tidying up that workshop.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in. Let's do that.
It hasn't been
Come up with something soon. All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise. Me and my dad designed it together.
Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts meching. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
Blackthorn, can I ask a favor?
Out with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. Spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
Krieger's Tates. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy, though, and I'll need help. Get Gavin in here, will you?
All right.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, hasn't she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword-grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Valcroy. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand collecting the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, and we can get this over with. You going after the Stardust then, are you? Which one of these 2 lucky souls is going with...
Gav, you're with me.
All right, then. So, where do we find this Stardust stuff?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Valcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
Southern reaches of the Valcroy, eh? That's down past Dalamil. I'll go and scout the place out. See about hiring us a wagon to bring the stuff back to.
All right. I'll meet you by the river.
While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up the rest of the stuff from Black...
You two, eh? Don't go letting him fleece you.
Fleece me? I'd like to see him try.
In your own time.
Looks like I found the river. Where's Gav? Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late than never. I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to grab as much of this Stardust stuff as we can. Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dalamil, and they seem to think it was worthless. But if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get. There's plenty of this stuff lying about, just begging to be bagged.
Then let's get bagging, shall we?
We shall. Race ya.
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me. That should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
You finished? How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
Oh, you win. That might even be enough for all Black... Hey, before we... Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know...
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel hardly ever see around the hideaway nowadays. You can take a day off, you know.
Well, says the man who spends most of his time behind...
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you. Right. That's enough soppy shite for one day. We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before...
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest once you're there.
Oh, I plan to. After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
Right. Ready to go home, boy? Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs. Blackthorn.
Yeah. Cheers for the Stardust. Should be...
We should go out on maneuver or be sneaking around on your Todo.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do it.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construct.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
I went up to give some greens to the chocobo. Mid hasn't been
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So,
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
salvage from the ruins. I thought that material was all...
Ah, but we...
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into... What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name?
Oh, Sid, is this about the... I'll show you the plans. Here, you exit now. In other words, this is where the helm comes in. Our experiments have shown... And not only that, they're also... Why? If...
You can stop there. Mid said we might be... Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. The thing is, it's no longer a...
I see. Would that help?
Oh, I'll gather my team and head...
Good day to you.
The crystals we get from the tailor all but
Let's go. safe.
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for the...
Of course. I'll be right back. Anybody home? This must be our unwanted visitor. Nice try. The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let...
All right. I'll let Mid know.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border.
I think Mid might need some help tidying up.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid.
Excellent. Another...
And just one remain.
Right. Right, the shielding.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, which is why you need proper shielding. A prism for the dragon's breath that's I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. I need something light. But I've wrapped my brain...
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek.
Tomes? Yeah, I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him? See what he makes...
Right away. Harpocket.
For you, Clive?
Well, actually, it's for Mid this time. Could you take a look at this? She has some specific requirement, yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, as you can imagine. She's...
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution.
Perhaps. It is not a different...
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. It's blighted waters, and yet we have made a home.
We have, but Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm. Nobles,
so if we could recreate...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom... If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, the knowledge of the past may yet prove useful.
Thank you, Harbok. And since you're asking others to help you...
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do...
The other can assist me in researching how...
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my... So, Clive, who will accompany you?
Very well. So then, what do we need to find?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list.
White chocobo eggs. Are you sure this list is right? I would have thought the ingredients would be a little more exotic.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent... So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinct. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease.
Is that so? I've been meaning to visit Northreach anyway.
I will.
You two enjoy yours.
You too, Talia. Now, where's Jill?
Keep them pilchards nice and chilled.
Those Pepio nuts?
How goes the hunt for ingredient?
I'm sure everything we need is some... Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a couple.
All right.
How about you look for the Pepio nuts? I'll find the other things we need.
Up! You'll not find a bruised...
Fresh cuts! Come and get them before...
You haven't much, but you're free to look. I hope it's to your liking. All anyone ever wants, and he knows.
How the hell is anyone supposed to...
Buy, sell, or be gone.
That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
Did you find everything?
I did.
Garlic and... Now all that remains is for Harpocrates to some... But before we head back... Thank you.
It does. Just being here. Do you remember?
How could I forget? Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent? Wouldn't catch you now.
Was there anything you wanted to buy for yours?
There was, yes. Molly in the kitchens told me, thought you might like to share.
I would.
And I saw some big white cobs like the bacon. What do you think? I thought we might get some soup. Sorry. Clive, is it wrong of me to...
No, Jill. This is how life should be, when we can live on our own terms.
Thank you. Well, I need to give these ingredients to Harpo. I'll see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
I will.
I wonder how Hippocrates is getting on with the moon. Do you?
Ugh, I'm never drinking.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. I was just explaining, and now that we have...
You can count on me.
What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway.
Apparently, it...
Thank you.
Right then. Jill, would you... Of course. Oh, and Clive, thank you.
It appears our work here is almost... a shame. When both the shielding and them followed, perhaps...
Leave it to me. Thank you, Up. Well, I'd better go and give Mid the good news then.
Thanks to Sid.
I went up to give some greens to the chocobo.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid, but you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is under...
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates is supervising...
Brilliant.
Don't thank me.
Right then, to the Black Hammer.
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought...
Displacement stack.
Same difference. Whatever you... Let's take this out, Mid. You...
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammock...
It's finished. It's finally finished.
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you. That's one down.
I'm sorry.
Oh, the Enterprise has...
You don't mean...
Now they've got to finish one to...
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourself.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon, searching for a land untouched by the Black. So if the worst came to the worst... That's what she was meant to be, you see. But now she's so close to being finished. I don't want it to be just a lifeboat for us to... I want people to sail aboard her by choice. In a world where we're not just trying to survive.
I'm working on that, and I'll do everything I can to get you what you...
All right. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, sod our plans. I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too, now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.